What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And the French outlets are claiming that Jadon Sancho reportedly wants to leave Borussia Dortmund. He thinks he's ready to take the next step in his career either this summer or next summer, and his destination is the Premier League. And the French media and the English media and even the German media is saying that Jadon Sancho, and they are saying, all these media outlets are saying that at the moment Liverpool, our football club, are leading the race to sign Jadon Sancho, even though Chelsea and Manchester United want to sign Jadon Sancho as well. Manchester United probably are not as attractive as a club as Liverpool right now, and also they are not even sure that they will be playing Champions League football next season. Chelsea, on the other hand, of course, they will probably play Champions League football, but Chelsea already signed Hakim Ziyech, they are very close to signing Timo Werner, they are also going after Ben Chilwell, so Chelsea probably wouldn't have the funds to sign Jadon Sancho, and I think right now Liverpool don't have the funds to sign Jadon Sancho either. Media publications are saying that if Sadio Mane leaves Anfield, then Jadon Sancho was and is Liverpool's #1 transfer target to replace him. I don't think Sadio Mane is leaving Liverpool in this summer transfer window, and also I don't think anybody has the money to sign Jadon Sancho right now, because Dortmund want £100 million, maybe even more, for Jadon Sancho, and no club at the moment, with the football suspension and the pandemic and the financial crisis, no football club has that amount of money to spend on one player, not even Real Madrid, who are also reportedly interested in Jadon Sancho. So I think a most realistic option is for Jadon Sancho to just play one more year at Borussia Dortmund, and next summer I think Liverpool will go in for him. Liverpool are preparing a big transfer window once the pandemic ends and once the financial situation resolves itself. Then Liverpool will go in and buy a superstar player, either Jadon Sancho or Kai Havertz, or somebody of that caliber, in my opinion. And the German expert Stefan Freund, who used to play for the German national team, he was a midfielder, he says that Jadon Sancho is ready to play for Liverpool. He is a very good player who would go into the Liverpool first team. But he also warned the Jadon Sancho of a cautionary tale of Stefan Jovic, I think that's his first name. Jovic was a striker for Frankfurt, he scored a lot of goals, he signed for Real Madrid, and he hardly played, and he really struggled at Real Madrid to make the next step in his career. And yes, injuries also hindered his progress, but Freund warned Jadon Sancho not to go down the same route. This is what he told TalkSport. Jadon Sancho is ready to play for Liverpool or even Manchester United, no question, because his stats are unbelievable. The amount of goals and assists he got in the last 2 seasons in the Bundesliga is staggering. That shows that he can take the next step in Dortmund. In this Dortmund side, with Erling Haaland, Julian Brandt improving, with Emre Can signing, with changing to a back three that suits Jadon Sancho, it would be good for him to play for Borussia Dortmund now and next year, so that he will have more match time, more experience. He's only 20, so why not play for Borussia Dortmund for 1 more year? We are not talking about Freiburg or Paderborn here, we are talking about Borussia Dortmund, one of the top teams in the Bundesliga and one of the top 20 clubs all over Europe. Remember Jovic, when he moved to Real Madrid from Eintracht Frankfurt, he was just 1 year older than Jadon Sancho at that time, and he's not playing. If you have an offer from Real Madrid, you think, I have to go there. And no, you don't have to go, because the salaries in the Bundesliga are on a good level too, and if you have an offer. So yes, the Bundesliga, maybe the salaries are not as high as at Real Madrid or in the Premier League, but you still earn good money and improve, and you shouldn't make too much of a big step all at once, otherwise you just end up on the bench and hardly ever playing. And for a young player, that's like the worst case scenario. So for Jadon to move to Manchester United or Liverpool with that pressure, I mean, Man United especially, they are struggling to qualify for the Champions League, so maybe it's better to stay another year in Dortmund. And if a big offer comes in and people at Dortmund think that it's the right time then they will sell him. With the whole pandemic, if something goes wrong in the Bundesliga and we can't see football until the end of the year, then it's not the right moment to talk about players. They cost so much money. I think the prices will drop down anyway. All the clubs in Germany are losing a lot of money. It's not the same without money from tickets and sponsors, and so it will be difficult to keep your best players. And this is why I think these links with Liverpool are resurfacing, because at the moment it looks like Jadon Sancho's two options to go to the Premier League are Manchester United and Liverpool. Chelsea, as I said, they are already signing a lot of players. They don't have the funds for Jadon Sancho. Man City are very quiet in the transfer market because they are awaiting the decision of their 2-year ban, Champions League ban appeal at the Court of Arbitration for Sport. Tottenham and Arsenal are just not in the financial position to even entertain a move for Jadon Sancho. And Liverpool, right now, they are not in the financial position to go for Jadon Sancho, but they will be in the future. Just 1 year from now, Liverpool will have a lot of money to spend, I think. If the Premier League restarts and everything goes smoothly from there, I think sooner or later the economic situation will recover as well. And reports in Germany have claimed this month that Borussia Dortmund already identified Jadon Sancho's successor, and that is Ferran Torres, who is having a great season in the Valencia team, as that he could be a potential successor to Jadon Sancho. And I really love Borussia Dortmund's business model of signing very talented young players, developing them, and then selling them on to some big clubs in the Premier League. But I think this Dortmund team is going to go maybe even higher with some really good purchases in the summer, if they can be continuing to be smart in the transfer window. Another potential situation or scenario could be that Liverpool buy Jadon Sancho right now, but loan him back to Dortmund for 1 more year, and we defer the payments for a year maybe. Like we can pay like 15-20 million right now, and then another 20 million next summer, and another 20 million 2 years from now. So if we could just divide the payments up in 4 or 5 installments and pay Borussia Dortmund that way, I think that would be a perfect scenario for Liverpool, because that would give them breathing space in the financial department, and also it would secure Jadon Sancho for Liverpool for the long-term future, which would be a huge deal. And I think Jadon Sancho would love to play under Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool. He sometimes said that he really admires how much Liverpool improved and how they are storming this Premier League title race. And also Jurgen Klopp said that they were a big fan of Jadon Sancho even when he was in the Man City youth teams and reserve sides, and they wanted to sign Jadon Sancho back then because they knew what a big talent Jadon Sancho was. But Man City just didn't want to do a deal with a fellow Premier League club, so they sold him to Borussia Dortmund, and the rest is history. Jadon Sancho became one of the best players at Dortmund, and he's only going to get better. And obviously Jurgen Klopp's personal relationship with Borussia Dortmund, the people there, the chief executive, all the people behind the scenes that are working with Dortmund, of course that helps. That it would be a lot easier for Liverpool to acquire Jadon Sancho than for any other club if Liverpool decide to pursue this transfer in the future. And there has been a confirmed transfer of the Liverpool Football Club, which is that Pedro Chirivella is confirmed to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. He's joining French club Nantes when his contract expires at the end of June. He's a 23-year-old Spanish midfielder, and Liverpool were thinking about offering him a new contract, but because Chirivella hardly ever plays in the Liverpool first team, and it's incredibly difficult to get into the midfield of Liverpool, where Liverpool are the best team in the world, the best team in the Premier League. So it was a pretty obvious move for Chirivella just to play regular football at Nantes. And everybody at Liverpool FC thanks Pedro Chirivella for his contribution to the club and wishes him the best of luck in his future career. That's what the club statement said. And also Chirivella said, "Thank you for everything, love always." And Nantes are a mid-table French side. They are in 13th in Ligue 1 when their season was curtailed because of the pandemic. And I think Nantes are a good mid-table club for Chirivella, where he can play regular football and he doesn't have the pressure that he had at Liverpool, where he had to put in like world-class performances straight away every time he played in midfield. And Loris Karius, a goalkeeper who terminated his contract recently with Besiktas and is going back to Liverpool, he actually thinks that he will play at Liverpool next season, which is very interesting because Liverpool still have Adrian as our second choice goalkeeper, and I don't think Liverpool have any plans of keeping Karius, but let's actually listen to him. He says, "I will have to be playing if I actually change clubs. It makes no sense to say I'm leaving Liverpool for a worse club and I'm only the number 2 there. I'm not in a pressured situation at all. I don't have to change. As the second goalkeeper in England, you know that you get chances. I'm currently at the best club in the world who are competing for titles, and I have the highest level around me. Every day in training, I am fully aware that I'm in a good position to be at Liverpool. I have great conditions there." Wow, I think he's a little bit deluded because, I mean, Adrian is now the second choice goalkeeper at Liverpool. I wouldn't be against Karius staying at Liverpool just to give him another chance. Then we would have to sell Adrian, which would be a little bit unfair on him. But his mistakes ultimately led to Liverpool going out of the Champions League. But of course, Karius is like Mr. Calamity if you are talking about mistakes as a goalkeeper. So I'm not sure who is the better goalkeeper right now. I think Adrian is more experienced. Karius maybe deserves a second chance if you believe in second chances given to goalkeepers who actually... Karius was on a pretty decent run of form before the Champions League final, that fateful night where he dropped 2 monumental mistakes and you just can't recover from that straight away. But enough years passed, like 2 years now, maybe Liverpool will give him another chance, but it depends on the situation with Adrian. Does he want to stay or leave Liverpool? We shall wait and see. The CIES Football Observatory actually ranked the top 10 most valuable players in the world, and Trent Alexander-Arnold is in 4th place. Can you believe that? He's like 21 years old, Liverpool youngster, youth academy player, and he is the 4th most valuable player already, valued at 170 million euros. Mbappe is first with a value of 260 million euros, Raheem Sterling second, Jadon Sancho third, Trent Alexander-Arnold 4th, and then Marcus Rashford is 5th, but then Salah and Mane are 6th and 7th, and Bobby Firmino is only in 11th place. Salah is reportedly worth 145 million euros, Mane is worth 140 million, and Firmino is worth around 100 million euros according to this this website. They actually post this twice every season or every year of the most expensive Big 5 league players, and this is calculated through a transfer algorithm, which is, I think, very interesting. Probably Salah and Mane, their age probably determines that their value is a little bit lower. And I want to share with you guys what Jurgen Klopp said when Adam Lallana signed his contract extension to stay at Liverpool until the Premier League season actually finishes and win the Premier League title with Liverpool. This is what he said: "I know how highly sought after Adam Lallana is in this moment by other clubs who want him for next season. So for him, this is a commitment to us and we are very appreciative to him for it. This is absolutely how it should be too, because I'm so pleased he will be with us to finish the job this season and have the farewell he deserves so much." Just my comments. Can you imagine Adam Lallana leaves Liverpool with the Premier League title in his hands? That's the best ending to a career at a big club like Liverpool that you could have. That's absolutely brilliant. It is not possible for me, Klopp continued, to find words in the English language to properly explain the importance of Adam Lallana during my period of being manager of this club. But to be honest, now is not the time for these words. Because of this news that he stays until we actually finish this Premier League campaign, I can say all the things I want and need to when our season is concluding next month. What I can say and want to say now is even the way he has handled this extension tells you all you need to know about the person and his character. A top class professional and an even better person, Adam Lallana. He always puts the club first, always. In the conversations we have had, He has been the first to express that my priority as a manager needs to be the players who are at this club for longer than just the rest of this season. He wants to be here to finish the job, do it properly, and it says everything about him that his biggest concern was blocking the progress and opportunity of a player who is under contract for next season also, but his role is too important to lose him before this season is done. So it's fantastic we can delay our messages of gratitude and good luck until the end of July now. I'm really pleased to have the chance to finish this season. It means a lot to me and my family. Now isn't the moment to review my time here, Adam Lallana said, because the focus needs to be on the remaining 9 matches and the club finishing the season in the best manner possible. Of course, one of the big personal positives about committing to this short-term extension is that I will now get to say goodbye to the people who mean so much to me in the right way. The gaffer has been different class. We have had an honest conversation about what my role will be in the remaining weeks. I want to contribute in the most positive way possible that helps him and the team, not just for the remaining matches of this season, but also what they will need to consider for next. I'm totally at peace with what that looks and feels like, and I know the role I will be playing for this team will help in what's going to be an extraordinary period, the likes of which none of us have ever experienced. I feel in my time at Liverpool I've always looked to do the right thing for the team, the manager, the club in every decision I've made. I think this one fits into that category as well, so I'm buzzing to be seeing out this campaign and hopefully get to celebrate something memorable with an amazing group of people. Oh my goodness, what a brilliant interview by Jurgen Klopp and Adam Lallana. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and Liverpool will kick off their restart or resuming of the Premier League season against Everton on Sunday, 7 p.m. UK local time, which is live on Sky Sports, and I can't wait. And after that, so we play on Sunday against Everton, on Wednesday against Crystal Palace, and then a full week later on Thursday, Man City against Liverpool. And Guardiola actually said that he's ready to do a guard of honor when Manchester City hosts Liverpool at the Etihad Stadium if Liverpool are already confirmed champions, which would be absolutely incredible. And props to Guardiola for actually saying that. I respect him for that. And that's it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. See you later, guys. Goodbye.